Hello, if anyone's here. Oh God. Hi, Gracie. Hello, hello. I'll wait till more people show up. Hi there. Let me know if the music's too loud. What do I do with my tablet pen? It was literally just in my hand. Here we go. Hello. Hello. I'm okay. I am okay. I feel a little slow, so I might be talking kind of slow. And oh gosh. I might be talking slow and be quiet for a while, but I'm okay. Oh, can't hear anything? Hello. Also, I have a mic. I don't know if it's any good. Hopefully it is. Let me try and fix the music problem. How's that? Y'all hear anything now? All good? Yeah, we finally got the tickets. So she will be coming in February, late February. You woke up pretty early for someone who fell asleep at like 3. Do y'all hear music? Someone said that they didn't hear anything. And can y'all hear me? Like, is the mic clear? That's up to her. I'll ask her. We're definitely gonna take pictures. So I'm gonna take pictures. Maybe I'll do a video. Okay, so the music is still low. Okay. Let me see why that is. I do use Clip Studio. I use Clip Studio for everything. And I'm just gonna draw whatever comes to mind for now. There's some commissions I want to get started on, but I haven't been drawing a whole lot, so I'm just gonna warm up for a bit until I feel good about it. Just draw some random stuff. Right now I'm drawing Half Moon though. I'm drawing Half Moon. Oh, okay. This should do it. Is the music level okay now? I'm not quite sure why it's behaving weirdly. I can draw a cat. I'm drawing Half Moon now. Okay, perfect. Oh, those of you who are on my Twitter but haven't heard, I am moving over to Tumblr primarily. That's going to be happening over the next couple of months. And by the time May 2020 hits, I should be moved all the way there, if not earlier. I'm giving myself that much time because, you know, school and all that other stuff all at once. I don't know what's going to happen. I might be on Twitter a lot more often than I expect to be. So, right before graduation, that's the plan. Or right after graduation. One or the other. Hi, Butter! I'm glad you were able to make it. This one might be shorter than usual, but, like, that's not a bad thing. I'm glad I can come on sometimes, even when, you know, I just feel like being a little more casual. I feel like that's important. Oh! How many of you are here? I meant to ask. So, I was thinking of doing how to draw videos for Warrior Cats. So, like, how to draw Firestar and how to draw Gray Stripe and everything. Obviously in my style, but, you know, just simple how to draw tutorials. Would that be something y'all are interested in? And yeah, Tumblr is very quiet. Everyone there has been nice, especially to me, since I've just kind of been around. I'm already almost to 1,000 followers on there somehow. I don't know how. I have not made that many posts, but that's happening. So I am unconcerned with the move. I am very content with it. Hi, Kappa. Good, because I have, so my art method is very, like, I don't know, I got all my art experience from tracing and how to draw books. And my cousin, who's a teacher, she said her kids usually, like the third graders that she teaches, usually watch YouTubers who do like how to draw videos. And I was like, that's something I could do. I think that would be a good idea. So if that's something y'all are interested in, I'll definitely be trying to put those out. I don't know the schedule yet. Maybe 2 every week, 1 every week. Depends. Hi, Ferris. Oh my gosh, you just reminded me I have to draw Scourge Leaf. I might do this stream, but I also really want to do a commission that I have just kind of sitting here. I want to hurry up and get it done, so I might pull it up. I just haven't felt good about it because my art has not been at the best here lately. Thank you. Oh, ship art? That's not something I would mind doing. I think that would actually be fun. So, like, just speed paints of different ships. And yeah, I love the GIF. It's gonna have to be updated because I'm updating Tabris's design a bit coming 2020. But it's not that big of a deal. Like, now I know how to do it and I know how well it can look, so it's just gonna look better. Also, the chair she is sitting in, I broke that chair. That chair is no longer with us. So I don't know how I broke it. I know I just did. Okay. If that's something y'all want, how about this? What if I do a poll every month and I pick a handful of ships and I will draw the top, like, 3 for that month? An egg chair. Is that what those are called? I have never called it anything. I've just been calling it the chair. They're very good chairs. If they're called egg chairs, that's amazing. I know what y'all miss, though. I know that y'all miss the Shrew Squirrel streams where I was drawing scenes for them every time. I want to bring that back. So maybe I'll just restrict that to streams instead. And then have the speed paint stuff later. Hi, Petal. I know last time you left and then missed the rest of the stream and I felt bad. I was thinking about you, so I'm glad that you're here right now. Ooh, that's a big number. That's a very big accomplishment. If y'all are in here and y'all have the chance, go look at Buttercream's channel. I love Half Moon more than I love myself. I should. I haven't played Minecraft since I bought it, and that is a huge problem. I need to play Minecraft more often, but I never know what to do in there, and it's time consuming. Last time I played it, I was very clearly getting addicted to it, so usually when I catch myself getting addicted to a game, I stop playing it because I feel like it's a problem. I should really play it though. I would add a feather, but there was problems with that a couple of months ago. A lot of native users don't really like it when you do that, so I'm going to avoid that for now. But I totally get what you mean. I totally get what you mean by the feather. I haven't made pixel art in forever. I actually don't think I actually learned how to properly do it. I started to learn it, and then I got bored of it. And then MS Paint got out of style, and that's the only way I knew how to do it, and it became a whole problem. I would love to do it again. I need my Half Moon colors. Where is she? Where is she? Give me a minute to look her up. I have art of her that I get color swatches from. What is it called? Hi, Vic. Hi, Fern. How are y'all? Scourge's collar. I personally like purple going on red for Scourge. I like those two both happening at the same time. That's just me. I use Clip Studio Paint EX specifically, like not just regular Clip Studio. I use Clip Studio Paint EX, but it doesn't really make much of a difference. It's just better for animation if someone tries to use it for animation. Oh, jeez. I'm so glad you are celebrities right now. We were talking about things that I'm probably going to do in the future. So they wanted to see me do ship streams where not ship streams, ship live streams. I mean, speed paints. Shipping speed paints. Where they all vote for a ship and I draw that ship. I literally love Half Moon so much. I feel like if I say this, someone's gonna go looking for it, and I feel like it's still accessible. But like, I used to have a Half Moon RP account, and I think it's still up because I don't remember the password to it. And I characterized her as some weird old lady. It was pretty funny. Why is she all white though? That's not the color I used. I guess she's off-white? Doesn't look like it. There we go. I'm sad the RP account didn't go anywhere because what I wanted to do was create fan kids for her and Jay Feather. And I had designs in mind and names and everything. And they're still on my mind today. I just forgot their names. One day I'll bring them back. Oh, what is her eye color? What? What, Butter? Oh, that's so cute! Vic, well, actually, no, never mind. Unless you want to tell me, what song did you intend on using? Because I'm curious. I love Jay Feather and Half Moon so much, and I have so many ideas that I have been never completed for them, ever. Oh, this is an image from a plan from a Jay Feather and Half Moon AMV that I started and did not finish. Like, I'm pulling colors from it because I need them, but like this shot is it's a pretty important shot. Whoops. But it's okay. This is for the sake of art. You know what? I'm not doing that. We're gonna use an actual shade like men. There we go. Oh God. Oh, I haven't heard that song because I haven't watched BoJack since, I don't know, whatever season with the little girl. I was like, I can't watch this anymore. And that's where, that's where I stopped. That's where I stopped. So I don't think I've heard it. Bye, K-Shadow. Thank you. I am very happy with my Half Moon. She is my girl. I will always get her down correctly. Except when I forget. Sometimes I give her hair and sometimes I don't. And it's a problem. But I feel like the hair is super important. You are my friend and I love you. It's totally okay. I'm just glad you're here. Hi. I do watch The Dragon Prince. I've been watching it with Era. I like it. It's good. That's all I can say about it. Dragon Prince is good. I totally recommend it? Question mark? I recommend Dragon Prince, I guess. I'm glad people like it. Oh, you know what? I've seen that episode. I have. I think I was watching it with my brother when he was watching it. I know exactly what you're talking about. Oh no, that's gonna be so sad. What green did I use? Because that's the green I'm gonna shade her with. Where is it? Where's the green that I used? I think it's this one. I think it's that one. Y'all, ever since I learned this trick with shading, I haven't been able to stop doing it. But it's still like not muscle memory. And I know it's not that big of a deal. It's just what people do. But like, believe it or not, I'm still pretty new to digital art. So every time I learn a new trick, it's just super exciting to me. Oh, no. That's a problem. Let's see. No. Yeah. I'm not gonna specify what's being said, but yes. Be careful where your money goes. Yes. All the seasons are on Netflix. Nat, thank you. It's a Sinnoh lo-fi mix. I keep having to stop myself because I keep saying lofi, and I know that's wrong. I know it's wrong, but it's cuter that way. It's a lo-fi mix. I'm so sorry. Okay, and then... Okay. So now all the lines are there. And... here. There. That should be fine. Is someone else live streaming other than me? It's not Lo-fi, it's Lo-fi. I think it stands for low... I don't know what it stands for. It stands for low something, but whatever it is, I guess it's fi. I don't know. I might be right. My brother yelled at me for saying Lo-fi, so I'm taking his word for it. If anyone wants to validate me and how I pronounce Lo-fi, that would be great. I would actually love that because I'll fight him down for it. Low Wi-Fi. Isn't Lo-fi better? It's just cuter in every way. It's just great. But it's not correct, apparently. Apparently, it's just not correct. Oh God, no. Oh, no. I put the shading in the wrong place. Come back. Thank you, Alex. I feel educated. Vic, so do I. And I've stopped caring. I've had to stop caring about how I pronounce things because I know it's going to be wrong. I'll just fix it if someone tells me it's wrong. I have no problems anymore. This is just my life. You can call me Taylor because that's where I call myself everywhere else. But some people only know me as Celestial Tabris on here. Like, you know, they know me by my username and not, like, the name that people call me elsewhere. So, either or works. I do not have a particular preference. What the? Why is that happening? God darn it. Okay. Well, we're gonna fix that. Where is it? This is fantastic. Don't be like me. Name your layers and double check them. Those of you who are trying to be artists in here. Thank you for coming, Kyodai. See, here's the thing. I'm probably pronouncing my own username wrong on a constant basis, and I don't know. Someone else said something similar. They said they've been pronouncing Tabris as Tabri, and you know what? That's probably right. But I see the S. I pronounce the S. Okay. Now time to do what I was trying to do in the first place. Color real. No. Mm-mm. Thank you. I literally am. I'm still learning how to shade. I'm trying to figure it out as I go. I feel like I still have it down wrong. Not gonna lie. Do not know what I'm doing at all at any time. Duplicate. Oh God. Okay. Cute. I'm gonna make that a green. Lilac, hello! Oh, she looks perfect. Okay, I'm gonna try something new that I haven't done. I always do something different, but I'm gonna try it this time. So, duplicate this. Where's the duplicate? There it is. Okay. So, I always Gaussian blur, like if I'm trying to make something look kind of anime-ish, I always Gaussian blur the whole thing, and it's fine. It never looks too bad, but it kind of looks like too much sometimes. So I'm just gonna try Gaussian blurring the line art only and see what that does. Ooh, I think I like that effect. What happens if I move it? Uh-oh. Ouchie. Ooh. I kind of like that effect. I'm just gonna move it over one. I'm okay, Lilac. I feel a little slow. Like my brain is just kind of like not cooperating with me, but I feel good. Vic, you're so fortunate that your art teachers are doing so good because I love how you shade. Is that my green? Please be my green. It is my green. Okay, so this is done for the most part. This was my warm-up, and I love her. So I'm just gonna call this done. Don't know what I'm gonna do. Trying to figure it out. I love Sinnoh, and if Sinnoh's gonna be anything, it's gonna be the theme song to my life. Period. Thank you, Lilac. I am literally practicing as hard as I can whenever I can. All this semester, I feel like I simultaneously had so much time to draw this school semester and no time at all. I spent all school semester doing that dumb magazine. The magazine was fun. I really liked it, but it took so much energy, and no human being should ever just make a magazine on their own. Like, now I know how to do it, but no one should ever do that. If you think, you know what I feel like doing? I just feel like setting up a magazine all by myself. Don't do that. Oh, please, I would love to redo that shadow reference. Like, I don't know. It doesn't look bad to me. I still use it as like an example for the references I do, but I think I could make it look better. My graphic design has gotten better, so I could lay it out better, and any extra details too. Yeah. Alright, saving this half moon picture. I'm gonna tell y'all a story. So, when I was in middle school, I feel like some of you have heard this already, but my art teacher did not like me. I don't know if she had a particular reason for not liking me. Maybe I was weird. Maybe she didn't like what I drew. I don't know. There are other people in the class who drew anime, but she really didn't like me. And, I tried to follow her directions. Like, she was a very realism-heavy person, and I struggled. I would say, this is hard. I can't really draw realism, but I'm trying. And, everything I did always came out so cartoony, and that frustrated her. And she was the type to be like, you're never gonna get a job drawing like that, yada, yada, yada. And I was like, oh my gosh, lady, I'm trying. I'm like 12. Leave me alone. So, I'm in her art class, 6th grade and 7th grade. At some point, she has like an art club, and I didn't join because clubs gave me anxiety. So I didn't do art club. Okay, that's a lie. Clubs did give me anxiety, but somehow I was president of the anime club. That's a whole different story. I didn't even watch anime. I'll talk about how that happened at some other point. But I didn't do her art club. But the people in art club asked me to make their t-shirts because our mascot, the Bobcats, obviously that's something I can do. I draw cats all the time. Like, that's literally all I do. So they were like, Taylor, can you make our t-shirt design? Can you make a Bobcat? And I was like, yes. And there was a whole contest. There were a bunch of art club students that made t-shirts, but I passed over my t-shirt design to the person who asked me to make the design, and it won. It won unanimously. So it got on the t-shirt. A lot of people came into high school like when I was in high school a couple years after the fact, they were like, oh my gosh, did you make the t-shirts for art club in 2000 whatever? And I was like, yeah, I did. So that was impressive. They kept it for a while. But then comes 8th grade. And, you're in 8th grade, you're about to graduate and go to high school, so you're supposed to have the priority. You're supposed to be able to get whatever class you want, even if it's full. They aren't going to put younger students in there. But come 8th grade, and, I put art class on there, and I didn't get into 8th grade art class. And I was like, well, what's up with that? I'm a senior in middle school. I literally asked for it. And then, the classmates in that room were like, dude, where are you? Did you not pick art class? Do you not draw anymore? And I was like, no, I definitely picked it. I'm just not in there anymore. And they were like, well, I don't know why. It's not like it's full. There's plenty of seats in the classroom, and I realized she took me off. Like, she just didn't put me in. And I didn't fight it because how am I supposed to argue that? I could have gone and been like, can I please be in art class? But my backup elective was Spanish 2. And ultimately I was like, not Spanish 2, it was Spanish 1. And ultimately I was like, if I take Spanish in middle school, I can just get it over with by the time I'm in high school. I'll take art when I'm in high school. And that was that. And then even in high school, I didn't do art that much because I was in softball. So that's my middle school art teacher experience. Not great. I'm sorry. While I was telling that whole story, a bunch of people came in. Hi, Evil Ash, and hello, Mars. Lilac. Your anime club got shut down because people... That's so sad. I hate it. Oh, no. Oh, I'm sorry. I've been sitting on this image of Komaeda for the past, 15 minutes. I'm so sorry. I promise I was using that picture of Komaeda for something. Oh, God. Let's see. Where is the commission that I had? It should be in posters. No. It's in my commissions. Hi, Wolf. Vic, me about color theory. I only just learned color theory while I was in college because I literally took the class color theory, and now it won't leave my brain. Now I feel like I know too much. I love Komaeda. He's a good person. I really like Komaeda. I feel like he's reasonably complex. I find him interesting. And I regret not getting into Danganronpa because all I thought of Danganronpa, I just thought Danganronpa was kind of jokey jokes because that's how everyone treated it, which fair. When you get into a series, everyone makes jokey jokes about it. I don't blame people for having fun. However, Komaeda is so entrenched in our current meme culture, I was like, I don't think I could look at this dude and take him seriously. How am I supposed to play a whole game with Komaeda in my face? But I did, and I really enjoyed Super Danganronpa 2, and I really enjoy Komaeda. Oh, it's okay, bye! Dude, where did I save my stuff? I'm going crazy. There's some place I have everything. Is this it? This is not it. I am super interested in him because I feel like he's going to be a child for me. I feel like he's going to be my son. I have heard mixed things about him, as I have Komaeda. Mars, you're winning. I've only done the Pokemon Explorers of Time and Darkness post-game. I have never finished the Pokemon Blue post-game or the Pokemon Sky post-game, which I know the Pokemon Sky post-game, not finishing that is a crime because it's literally on the cover, but I haven't done it. I have played Persona 5. I own it. Me and my brother have not finished it. Thank you, Wolf. Demon Wolf, thank you. Ooh, I'm going crazy. Where did I put this reference? I mean, not this reference, the whips. Oh, bye, Nat. It's okay. Thank you for coming. Vic, don't watch the Danganronpa animes. If you're gonna get into Danganronpa, don't touch those animes. No one touch the Danganronpa animes. Do you hear me? Don't do that to yourself. I want to finish Persona 5 because I genuinely liked it. I don't remember why we stopped. I think we just started having a hard time. And we're like, you know what? No more. This is it. There's a bad ending to Persona? You could get a bad ending? Oh no. There it is. Oh, this doesn't look as bad as I remember. So, this commission, have y'all seen the Pink Stallion AMV? If I can link it, I will. A person wanted a poster for Pink Stallion, their OC's AMV. I actually really love the whole AMV, and you guys should watch it because it's one of my favorite OC videos ever. I'm about to, if I can link it, I'm about to. Shoot. But in the meantime, I'm gonna talk about middle school anime club and then a bit of high school anime club. If you've been following me forever, you've definitely heard about it, but I'm gonna talk about it. So when I was in middle school, I didn't really watch anime that much. As far as I was concerned, the only animes I had seen at that point were Fruits Basket and Pokemon, and then some of Shaman King. I was not a huge anime person, but I really liked what was already in my face. However, I joined Anime Club because my friends were in Anime Club. I was like, you know, there's a lot of new things that I could watch and really enjoy. So I'm gonna try and do that. So, comes me joining Anime Club, and it's fine. I did not connect with all the nerd boys. I had a hard time, getting into the animes everyone else was watching because I didn't like Naruto when they were showing the movies. I wasn't a fan of Bleach. They played Soul Eater at some point and I was okay with that, but I didn't really like it. And they also played Gurren Lagann and I didn't like it. So I'm sitting here and I'm like, this is fine, but I'm not really enjoying anything I'm looking at. And I don't remember exactly why, but I think I was perceived, like, I don't know. I don't remember what I did in middle school to give everyone this impression, but everyone was like, you know, Taylor's the most mature one out of the group. She could guide us. She could lead us. Let her be president. So, just on virtue of my personality alone, I became president of Middle School Anime Club. And that was in 7th grade and 8th grade. I didn't do anything. Like, as president, I don't recall doing much but making announcements and then sitting down and then, like, kind of blending into the crowd. So, like, my purpose there was just kind of to be a symbol. But then, you know, my 8th grade friends were graduating and they were like, hey, we're all going to the same high school. Do you want to be Anime Club president when you come into high school? And I was like, sure, I'll I'll totally do that. Why not? High school's a ball. So I graduate middle school, I go into high school, and there's no anime club. Like, I figured by then, my friends would have, like, you know, got, like, the anime club rolling, but they were waiting for me. They were waiting for me to come help them get the anime club going. So, after much fighting with the school itself, and walking around, I finally got anime club approved. It was very hard. I had to lie about what the club was. Like, I had to say we're going to use the club to learn how to animate because, I don't know, they had some weird excuse like, anime isn't educational, so you can't have a whole club about anime because it's not educational. I don't know. It was something weird when every other high school totally had clubs. They were just they were just looking for a reason to tell me no. So, you know, I get it going. Me and my mom literally fought tooth and nail with the school and the district. It was a whole problem, but it's there. So the club is rolling. We have an advisor. I'm supposed to be the president. And then suddenly some seniors or juniors are like, hey, I heard you're making an anime club. We want to be president. People I don't know. Like, I don't know them. They're just seniors. They were, for context, they were kind of bullies and just generally not nice people. So, you know, I don't know. Somehow they got the sheet for president permission from my friend who didn't say, hey, you can't do that. You can't be president. You literally didn't build this club. You can't just have it. But she gave it to them. They signed their names on it. So now they're president. And, you know, she was like, you know, they're seniors. They've been here all this time. Just let them have it. And I'm sitting here like, if they've been here all this time, why didn't they just do it themselves? Why are we here? But I took it. They let me be vice president. I was like, whatever. So I go in and we have our first meeting and it's fine. I have to speak for the most part and take control. We make a Facebook page and then like on Facebook, the senior president talking about sorry, I just don't feel comfortable having a freshman as my VP. And I'm just like, dude, I made this for you. You wouldn't be president right now if I didn't go to the district and fight for this. You should have done this in the first place. I know what I'm doing. Back off. So we have a spat on Facebook. Everyone's like, ooh, Taylor, you shouldn't do that. She's a big senior. She's gonna get mad. And I was like, you know what? I don't care. So, you know, this happens and this goes on for like months as the club exists. Like, she's like refusing to cooperate with me and also refusing to do any of the work. She's like, I'm so tired of a freshman leading me around, and she's not doing anything. Like, if I sit back and let her do work, she doesn't do any of the work. So I finally had enough. Like, I was like, I'm not doing this. I'm in sports. Like, I am an athlete and I don't have to do this. So I'm gonna go. So I stopped hanging with the nerds my freshman year after building this club from the ground up, and I was like, I'm gonna focus on softball because y'all tripping. So I mind my business and the club starts collapsing. They can't really keep it going because the presidents that they took didn't know how to do the work. And so, you know, I was obviously mad, but I'm not the type to like gossip and spread rumors, so I didn't. But then, you know, over the course of all my high school career, everyone's like, hey, Taylor, I heard about what happened with Anime Club, and I know that you worked hard. I know that you did it, and I'm so sorry that happened. And I'm getting those comments from strangers sometimes, like people I don't even know. So, like, that's my Anime Club story. It was awful. And the downside is, like, it was the senior girl and her best friend is hyper racist, like, white girl otaku. I'm gonna come to prom in a kimono and I'm gonna say the N-word on Facebook. Like, she was just bad. She was awful. This woman was terrible. So I was dealing with that in high school. I'm so sorry. Y'all are all commenting and I wasn't looking. So, I played softball. I was a softball player. I had practice every day after school. When I had the club, when I was vice president of the club, I let my coach know, I came for the most part, like after I finished all my club things. But it was always really, really tiring because I'm doing the club things and then I'm going to softball practice. So I was just like, I'm just gonna do softball. I don't have to hang with nerds. I don't have to do this. The reason, I don't know, I think she had some ego thing, and again, they were racist, so maybe they didn't say it, but maybe they just had a problem that a black girl was running an anime club. The girl, it was an Asian girl and a black girl. Not a black girl, it was an Asian girl and a white girl, and they'd been there this whole time, hadn't done anything in school. They hear freshmen coming and doing everything that they wanted, and they have a problem with it. I feel like they had some problem with me. I think they were jealous that they didn't do it. They knew I was mad that they were taking my work. I think it was just a whole deal. Hi, Aaron. Softball is scary, but I have fast reflexes somehow. I have gotten hit with a softball on many occasions, but for the most part, I am good at not getting hit and also hitting. Hello. And I think I'm glad I can look back on that story and know I wasn't crazy and I wasn't in the wrong, because every time it comes up, people I don't even talk to anymore are like, yeah, that was messed up. F them. Da-da-da-da-da. And I had just walked away from it. I didn't think about it after the fact. I was just like, I don't have to do this. There's no reason why I should put myself through this stress. I don't even watch anime like that. So I'm just gonna go. And I'm glad to know I wasn't wrong for doing that. Sometimes I think back on stories and I'm like, did I do something wrong? Was it something I said? Oh no! Okay, the fear of getting hit is totally reasonable because the ball comes hurling at you. You can't do anything about the speed at which the ball comes at you. And if you don't have the reflexes to, hit it, you're going to be scared. I don't blame you at all. Here's the thing. Either I have not been told that I got a concussion, or I got one, or I just straight up didn't get one. Because I've been hit in the head with a softball so many times, and I'll go to the doctor and they'll be like, you're fine. You didn't do anything. You're okay. But then I come home with a raging headache. So I'm like, did y'all lie? Did y'all misdiagnose my concussion? But I kept playing because I was just like, if I'm fine, I'm fine. I'm not gonna complain if I'm healthy. This is not working. What? She joked about that? That was a joke? I would have done it too. Like, okay, I'm gonna. Okay, if that's the case, I'm gonna jump. Like, I feel like that's a given reaction. So, my family has a rule about extracurriculars. The rule is you have to do something. Like, you can't just not do anything, which I agree with. Essentially, it just means whether it's a sport or music or art, you have to do something that involves a team or, do something with other people. Because, I have really bad anxiety. So, part of the reason I don't have it so bad that I'm not completely just incapable of talking to people is that I did sports. So it helped ultimately. Doesn't mean it's a perfect practice, but it does prevent a lot of problems later, in my opinion. I have never seen anyone get arrested, but I have heard of people who got arrested. Actually, no, I'm lying. Oh gosh, I totally forgot about this. There was a fight. I was eating my sandwich. I was sitting at my table, and some dude got flung across over to where I was sitting, under my chair. And everyone keeps telling me the story over and over again because of how I reacted, but the dude got flung over to my seat, and I just stood up, and I just looked at him, and I just backed away, and then the police came and, grabbed him, and then, handcuffed him and dragged him away, but everyone was like, dude, you're not gonna, jump out of your seat? You're not gonna react? And I'm just standing here, bro. I'm just standing here. I mean, what are you supposed to do? Like, I don't know. I guess everyone expected me to start scream crying, but, I didn't get touched. He came under my chair, and I don't know, he did whatever. I'm not gonna freak out. Nothing's happened to me. Sometimes it just be like that. Sometimes you're just standing there. No, in high school, I don't know. I felt so bad this weekend. This weekend, someone recognized me, and I didn't know who they were. I think I was weirdly popular in high school, and I'm not quite sure why. It makes me feel bad because I don't recognize as many people as people recognize me, and I try to remember names to faces. But all through high school, I really wasn't paying attention to anything or anyone other than my softball team and my friend group of about 3 to 4 people. I really wasn't considering anyone else around me, but everyone knew my name and they knew who I was, and some people were weirdly protective over me, and I didn't really get why, and that was a lot of my high school career. So, when I walk into the mall and someone's like, hey, I know you, I feel so bad because I typically don't know them back. And it's because people kept talking about me. So that's literally how it is. That's how high school is. You know, Vic, I have a similar issue, but hearing that other people have the same issue is very, very comforting. My best friend, y'all could, like, she's on Twitter, so y'all could follow her, Undivine Shepherd. So I met her in 4th grade, and we were, like, she was determined to be my friend, so she was, like, always, you know, coming to see me, following me around, trying to get me to crack jokes, because she knew I was funny, even though I was quiet. So she was just, like, determined to get a friendship out of me. And I was like, okay, I have a friend. And then, you know, that school year ended, and we moved into 5th grade, and I was like, well, when I was in elementary school, I was under the impression that you have a friend, but they only, like, exist in your presence as long as a school year is. So, like, if you make a friend in 1st grade, they aren't going to be your friend in 2nd grade. If you make a friend in 2nd grade for a couple of weeks and they suddenly disappear, then okay, that friend's gone. So I was, like, under the impression, okay, I'm just gonna go mind my business. And she hunted me down, and she was like, hey, I was looking for you, where were you? And I was just like, this is what a friendship is. They just hang around no matter what. And, you know, just be grateful for your friends. That always makes me so happy when I remember it, because, you know, people are just very kind. You got to scooter around? God, I wish that were me. Ooh, I need the characters' references. Do I have them saved? I don't. I need to go grab them. Mars, I totally feel you. I mean, that's why it's just good to really appreciate whoever's around, because, I don't know, kids are mean, especially when you're young and you don't really know what's wrong. They're just extra mean. And I think that's weird that the parents would stop you from seeing a friend because the parents divorced. That's so weird. Like, that's so weirdly discriminatory and awkward. Like, who does that? Unless, like, you have to be super religious to genuinely think that children of divorced parents are, like, bad for some reason. I don't know. That's a good thing that wasn't your fault, though. I think the worst friendship situation I had was in elementary school. And this is completely different from elementary school. I was living somewhere else, and I was gifted and talented. I think I was, like, in 1st or 2nd grade, gifted and talented, smartest in my class. And some girl whose name I don't have to censor because we had the same name, her name was Taylor. So she was suddenly talking to me a whole lot, and I was like, wow, this is weird. People don't really talk to me. This is great. So I was making this new friend, and she asked me if I could come to her house, and I was like, yeah, sure, I'll come. And I invited my parents over, and so we're all having this get together. And then my mom and dad are like, so I'm playing with the other Taylor in the basement. We're just kind of hanging her out. She seems kind of disinterested in talking to me, but she's showing me around, and we're just kind of sitting. And I didn't really think anything was wrong. But then my mom and dad come down and get me, and they're like, come on, we're going home. I come to find out, the only reason she was talking to me and was trying to be my friend was because her mom told her to come be my friend because I was so smart. And they were like, it would be good for you to be friends with her because she's smart. but the girl had no interest in actually being friends with me. So it was like, I don't know, business transaction. And I think it's so weird that, I don't know, one parent would sit across from my parents and then be like, oh, your daughter is so smart, and I hope that your 6-7-year-old will tutor my 6-7-year-old. Like, can that happen? Can that be a thing? Like, ew. Oh no, Vic, I've been curious, like, I don't know. I always feel bad. I'm so glad gay parents are about to be a little more common, because it sucks that kids are getting, you know, isolated and bullied by other kids because of their parents. Also, y'all, I'm seeing y'all's reactions late, and yeah, that's pretty messed up. Also, Aaron, please do. I miss Shrew Runner, and there are a bunch of people making fics and maps and everything, and I haven't seen any of them. Please, by all means, make everything for it. I would love to see it. I would share it. I would cry about it. I want it. Please. And Mars, yeah. And it's like, God forbid you're like weird and smart, because they're like, wow, I really want help from this person because they seem like they know what they're doing, but they weird me out. So I have to decide. And it's like, here's your option. Stay away from me. Don't talk to me. A cop sent you to the principal's office? She said are you supposed to lie? Like, oh my God. I hate people so bad. I hate people so bad. Okay, here's the designs. Uh-oh, guys, in the chat, if you say lesbian in the chat, I'm gonna have to ban you. I'm sorry. Lesbian's a bad word. The police said lesbian is a bad word. And you know what? That is totally unacceptable. So we're banning lesbians. In fact, I have to ban myself. I'm so sorry. But guys, here's what I've learned. Here is what I've learned. School and the public education system sucks. But that's because it sucks. It's never a reflection of you, how people treat you, ever. Like, it took me until high school to really, really just not care about what was going on with me or how people were treating me. And by that point, everyone liked me. So I was just kind of like, y'all waited too late, because I'm tired of all of you now. Yeah, no. School is never going to be a reflection of, yourself or your merits. Same with a lot of things. I would venture to say the best indicator you want to take when just trying to evaluate yourself and your behavior and how people see you is, how do people who love you think of you? Like, I think that's important. And not people who, like, are clearly treating you badly. Just people who genuinely like you. What do they think? Because their opinions are the ones that matter. And it's the reality. Hi, Tia. If I'm honest, I feel like if I had children, I wouldn't put them in. I can't say I would put a child in public school. I think I would homeschool kids if I had them, which may or may not be a good thing. I have a problem with it. I feel like it's not great. You got it, Mars. I don't even think I would send a kid to private school. I mean, I don't. Here's the thing. I think homeschooling can be done correctly. I don't think homeschooling is. I think people have a lot of reservations and fear about homeschooling, and a lot of that is maybe even like they can't do it, like they literally can't do homeschool. But there's some people who just won't do it because they're like, it'll make my child socially malnourished, and it's like that doesn't have to be the case. Literally, literally, that doesn't have to be the case. Kids, there are extracurriculars out there. You can send your kids different schooling options and bands and activities. It's not that isolating, or as isolating as I think some parents are scared of. And I think that's my problem. I'm like, there's nothing wrong with it. I spent a lot of just all my school career wishing I was homeschooled. Just pure frustration. Like, please homeschool me. I don't want to be here. And here's the thing. If I had a kid who was like, I want to go to public school, I would do that. I would say, okay, we can try public school, but always know you have the option to come out of it if you don't like it. But I don't think I would start with public school. I feel like that's something that should be an option. I feel like a kid should be able to opt into being forced into, I don't know, that. Oh no. I always liked summer camps. Surprisingly, I used to think I would, like when I was a kid, I was like, I don't want to do summer camps. And I would always start off summer camps being like, I don't want to be here. Take me out of here. I don't want this. But every time I tended to like them. The only summer camp I didn't like was one of my softball ones. And that's just because I realized how racist people are there. And I was like, it was a little traumatizing, just a bit. It was just a tad bit traumatizing, but, oh, what's a little trauma? It's no big deal. Oh, that's literally Danganronpa. That's literally Danganronpa. This is difficult. I guess I'm gonna use black, but I don't want to. It's too much. I'll figure that out later. Carousel? Me. If I was compensated with money for every trauma, I would be rich. I wouldn't even get therapy because I'd be I'd be rich. I'd be like, you know what? I'm just gonna run. Aaron, yes! Thank you! Please show me. I swear I'll cry. It's only the tips of the ear. This is so complicated. I need this pink to go away because I can't see. No, don't do it. Lilac, how did that go? Did he understand? How did he feel after the conversation? I love explaining Ashford to people who don't get it, but they keep hearing about him. It's so funny. I did it the same to Era. I think she just understands Ashford's not great at this point. She's just kind of like, you know what? We don't stand Ashford at all, and we should we should never stand Ashford. There we go. I have to figure out how to make sure that pink isn't so bright on it. It's probably matter of shading. Ashford is so fun. If someone tweets we don't stand Ashford but he's fun, I'll retweet. I'd kick him. If I saw Ashford in the streets, I'd straight kick him. I'm sorry, he gotta go. Goodbye. Goodbye. am I? No, that is not correct. Lilac, I'm on my way. I see it. I'm coming. See, Vic, I think it's so great that you projected on the Jayfeather instead, because when I was into Warriors, there was no Jayfeather content anywhere, which upset me so much. There was never Jayfeather really anywhere. Can you imagine a world where there's like not a single Jayfeather anything and it's all Ashfur or Scourge? Because that's the reality. It was just Ashfur, Scourge, and on the occasion Firestar. I can't recall any of the three whatsoever. But now I appreciate that the Warriors fandom is like, the variety of characters are higher. I appreciate that a lot. Well, Lilac just posted it, so I just retweeted Lilac's version, so y'all can go retweet that one. Stop the Jayfeather and Rock thing. Guys, I have an AMV in mind for that, and an MAP. When I have time and I'm not just exhausted, it's over. Y'all are not gonna be okay. I'm sorry. Y'all are just not gonna be good. And here's the thing, this is the best option. Like, before this, my original idea was that, Jayfeather became the new Rock. Like, you know, being Rock is a curse. So when you die, that has to get passed down to someone. So my original idea was that Jayfeather got cursed for his timeline crimes. But right now we're living in the best timeline where that's not the case. And the situation instead is simply Jayfeather is Rock. He can be saved like this. Like, Jayfeather can be saved in this scenario. My first Warriors anything was Scourge's flawed design. Y'all know Flightfoot Warriors video, the original flawed design, video. That was my first Warriors content ever. Yes. Vic, I love it. That's perfect. I feel like that's something people ignore about Jayfeather a lot, especially people who don't like Jayfeather, which is always bugged me. Like, there's context to why Jayfeather is an asshole. It's not like he wants to be, but he has to be for people to back off. You know? Like, I feel like people were like, you know, oh, Jayfeather has people who loves him, but he's just mean for no reason. He's just terrible. And it's like, he's not just doing that because he feels like it. Since he was a baby, people have been condescending to him. But he loves being around people. He loves his siblings. He loves helping people. He cares about people a whole lot. Like, it's a big deal. And it's literally not his fault that the level of, like, you know, if Jay Feather was like, oh yes, please, take care of me, please love me, people wouldn't take him seriously. He has literally had to be the most angry and frustrated Warrior Cats character for everyone to just take him seriously. Like, they just treat him like a character. But if he wasn't that way, if people weren't just like, you know, Jay Feather's gonna snap at me if I don't do this thing, he would not be treated seriously whatsoever. And I think that's the worst part. But I love Jay Feather. I'm a big Jay Feather stan. I have always loved Jay Feather. And I love Briarlight too. I think she's amazing, and I think what happened with her really sucks. Because, like, here's the thing. Briarlight can die. She has permission as a character to die a valiant death at any time. But when ThunderClan is, like, when the fandom is all complaining, like, hey, there's too many cats, and it's a little jarring. Someone's gonna have to die at some point. And they choose Briarlight to get that accomplished. That's a whole problem. I'm sorry, that's a problem. And the issue's still not fixed. Like, I haven't been reading the new books, but I know the problem's not fixed. There's still too many characters in ThunderClan right now, and we don't need them. Part of the reason I've been intimidated about reading all the new books is because I can't keep up with everybody. Maybe new readers can, but I certainly cannot. Why do any of Lion Blaze's and Cinderheart's kits have to live, huh? Is it not enough that Fernsong exists? Is it not enough that Fernsong exists? Can we just have him? I literally don't like any of Lion Blaze's and Cinderheart's kids. I'm sorry, I don't. It's... part of it's the fact that I hate Lion Blaze and Cinderheart. I feel like Lion Blaze didn't go through the proper character development to be in a relationship, period. But that's a can of worms I'll open for later. That's a big can of worms. And then the fact all his kids are named after dead people, it's just... Stop. I agree. I know Broken Code is good. I love the characters. I do. And I love where it's going. I'm just a baby. I'm just being stubborn. I'm being old and stubborn. I guess you could say I'm being a boomer about it. Oh, a Warrior Cats boomer. See, and that's my problem. So, like, Warrior Cats can have characters with little to no personality, but it's a problem when, like, a majority of the characters have no personality. Because at the very least, we can look at, I don't know, we can look back on Thornclaw and, Spiderleg and Hazeltail and Mouse Whisker and everyone, and we can look back on them and say, okay, they're background nobodies, but they have personalities. Like, I can recognize them and I get that they're there. But I feel like that's not the case with literally everyone else in these new books. I feel like they're just there to fill space, and it's very annoying. And it's like, why? Why do we need all those people there? Is there a reason you're subjecting me to this torture right now? Because I don't want to have to memorize all these characters under the potential that they could be important. I just need to know if they're going to be important. Please. Stop. Crooked Star's Promise is also my favorite book. And I know I've said this before, but I am like the only Crooked Star kin in the universe, and I would like more doubles, please. Where are my doubles? I feel alone. How is it that Crooked Star has no other kins? Like, what? Where are you guys? I would open the can of worms that is Lion Blaze's development, but it involves other problems that I don't feel like talking about. Like, whenever I talk about Lion Blaze, I can't not talk about Breezepelt, because I feel like they're foils to each other, and I feel like that's important. But when I talk about Breezepelt, I get also mad, because I also feel like he didn't go through the right amount of development. But Lion Blaze is so clearly the good guy, and Breezepelt is so clearly the bad guy. I just end up mad about them both, but mostly mad about Breezepelt. And I don't want to be mad about Breezepelt, because he's done. He's just there, so I don't care. But, like... There need to be more tree doubles. And Aaron, you're like the only Firestar kin I have ever met, and I'm so proud of you. The first thing I would do is put more focus on him and Heathertail's relationship. I don't care if they don't get together. I don't care if they do get together. I feel like there's a potential there that needs to be met. Everyone agrees Lion Blaze's character was most interesting when he was hanging out with Heathertail. And it was that interesting because it was paralleling to Leafpool and Crowfeather's relationship. But Lion Blaze's whole thing, his power is invincibility, and he's being told by the devil himself to prioritize clan over his relationships, and that's something Leafpool struggled with. But he's not invincible in that situation, and I feel like that's important. I feel like that gives Lion Blaze character depth, and it would be interesting to see where it goes, especially if, at the end of the day, we're going to decide it's okay for Lion Blaze to be toxic masculine. He can do whatever he wants. He can chase a woman down who is clearly going through troubles with her own identity. He can do that as much as he wants. Okay, make it to where he has a conversation with Heathertail that solidifies this. Go forth with it. Just say Lion Blaze is an asshole and move forward with it. But just leaving that plot thread in the air and then forgetting about Heathertail and forgetting about her importance to Lion Blaze's, morality in general is a crime. And I feel like they did that on purpose. I feel like they didn't want to confront Lion Blaze's morality, and I feel like they should have, because they did so with Hollyleaf, and Jay Feather didn't really have a morality crisis, but Jay Feather's, to me, Jay Feather's struggle was loneliness and combating, his need to be independent and come off as independent with the fact that he loves people and he wants to have people around and he wants people to care for him and be with him. And I feel like that was conflicting, and I feel like that was addressed, but I don't feel like it was complete, and I feel like it's not complete, mostly because Jay Feather's still losing people, and I feel like it's going to be addressed in his Super Edition, hopefully. But, Jay Feather's fine. His arc is being rounded out. Hollyleaf's whole thing was, I don't know, hers was, loyalty and strictness. Your rules aren't everybody else's rules, and you are willing to bend the rules for your needs just like anyone else would. So I think that's important. Lion Blaze's thing was Leafpool's thing. That was the thread connecting Lion Blaze and Leafpool to each other, and they just didn't take it anywhere, and it's frustrating, and I wish they kept going with it. And my thing with Lion Blaze is, so his murder fantasies were spurred on by what the Dark Forest was doing to him, and I think that's important. He was paranoid about this. Like, he was objectively not okay with the situation. And yet, when he's put in the situation, I don't know, it's implied that he loses control of himself and just goes off the rails. And it's like, that's interesting. A lot of men claim that happens to them, that when they're just so angry or when they're in the heat of the moment, they can't control themselves. And yes, Lion Blaze either could or could not have control of himself. That's potential to either make Lion Blaze a compelling, morally gray villain, or just a morally gray good guy, or just confront that problem and say, yes, Lion Blaze, you can control yourself. You are fully capable of doing that. And you can do that because XYZ. But they didn't do that. Yes, Berry Nose and Lion Blaze were apprentices together. Which is another thing. They had a cute rivalry. That was cute. And Berry Nose was often just kind of shown to be a mean person. And Lion Blaze often lost his temper and was just kind of like, ooh, I can't stand that Berry Nose guy. Like, let that... expand on that. I don't know. There's so much they could have done with him. They didn't do anything. It's so frustrating. And, like, here's the thing. You can... I love Power of Three. But ultimately, it makes no sense to me that StarClan was so scared of these kids that they had no control over. Like, you know, they were genuinely scared because they were like, these kids are out of control. And, you know, we don't know if they're going to be bad or good people. That was their thing. Usually StarClan has control of the situation. They know if they've got like a really good person or a really bad person, and they know everything. But they didn't know if the three were going to be bad or good people. And Hollyleaf encompasses that fear the most, even though she wasn't part of the prophecy in the first place. Lion Blaze could have encompassed that reality, but he didn't. And that fear didn't even exist for Dovewing. Like, because she just kind of dissociated herself from the whole thing, which is still funny to me. I actually like that Dovewing didn't really care much for the prophecy whatsoever and just kind of did her own thing. But that's interesting. Like, I feel like, you know, you have one girl who doesn't really care about the prophecy and she's not really doing anything to do anything about it. You have one character that's canoodling with the Dark Forest and you literally can't control him or stop him from doing it. And then you have Jayfeather, who is more connected with the people who sent out the prophecy in the first place, like Rock and Midnight. Yet he doesn't want to be there. Like, he doesn't want to be in the reality that they've placed for him. He doesn't want to be there. He wants to be back with the ancients because that's where he's happier. Like, I think those are interesting dynamics that they didn't fully explore. I don't know if they intended it. Maybe it's just my baby brain. When I was reading Power of the Three, I was like, ooh, this is going to be so interesting. This is going to go places. Because it was my first Warriors book and I was naive and stupid. But, you know. Hi, Charlie. And yeah, ultimately that was something that frustrated me about the Fourth Apprentice. Like, I think that was when I realized I have disappointment in Warriors, because I loved Power of the Three so much. I felt like they left so many open threads up for conversation, and then they didn't follow through with it. And then the Fourth Apprentice didn't go anywhere. The prophecy meant nothing in the end, other than, you know, these three cats have powers and they could potentially use them for bad. But hey, they didn't use them at all. Congratulations. The only character that really used his power for anything beneficial was Jay Feather. And Jay Feather just used his power to do the thing that he was supposed to do already. Like, Jay Feather, you are a reincarnation. Go re-experience the feeling of walking away from your loved one. You literally have to. It's already happened, but I don't know, the timeline's messed up, so go do it again. My first Warriors book was The Sight, and it's genuinely still one of the best Warriors books, in my opinion. It just is. I think I liked the first book in the Fourth Apprentice. I think I liked it. But that's because I was under the impression that they had a plan. And I was like, ooh, this is so interesting. What are they going to do from here? And then as the books went on, you realize they didn't have a plan. And so much nothing was happening. I agree. I totally agree. Um, I just feel like that was essential. Like, obviously, StarClan's scared of these cats with powers that they don't understand. Um, the three are actually kind of all terrible children. Like, they're bad kids, but they don't have to be. I almost like I would be okay with the plot where Lion Blaze is, you know, he's a dark forest cat. I'd be okay with that. Because ultimately it just leads to more interesting things, like, oh, now everyone's trying to get Lion Blaze to, you know, come back to them. Lion Blaze, don't do this. It's bad. Meanwhile, Lion Blaze is like, I'm a bad person. I'm gonna do this. I think here's the thing. I think as much as I love the fact that Vicky um, wrote Power of Three with the fire scene in mind, I feel like she should have wrote it with their powers in mind first, you know? Like, instead of, like, writing the book around, I'm gonna get to this reveal, write it around how these powers matter in the long run. Obviously, she was on a time crunch, so she was just kind of like, oh, yeah, I'm gonna figure this out as I go. But, you know, I feel like that would have helped the situation. Oh, yeah, if he's bad and he mentors Dovewing, yes, I agree. That would have been so much more interesting. I don't know why they opted to have Firestar be the fourth cat, honestly. Here's my theory. I think they came up with the fourth cat stuff. All the books were going on, obviously. But they heard, because at the time, a lot of people were saying Firestar was super old and needed to die. Don't ask. He's people were saying Firestar is super old and needs to die. So, and then you hear about how, Ferncloud died due to complaints. Like, a lot of people were saying Ferncloud needed to die because she's not doing anything but making babies and it's a problem. You see that Ashfur is suddenly in StarClan because everyone's like, if Ashfur is not in StarClan, I'm going to go ballistic. So they're looking at a lot of fan comments during this time. So they decide they're going to get rid of Firestar in this book. And they made that decision, but they didn't want it to be in vain. Like, they didn't just want to kill him off in a way that didn't feel right. So they make him the fourth cat in the prophecy and kill him off then. I feel like that's what happened. I know. I hate Ferncloud haters too. But that's just it. Like, there's a reason. I feel like at the time, HarperCollins was really looking at fan reactions as much as they try not to anymore. Because, they look at what we're saying and then they do the thing and then everyone's like, wait a minute, why would you do that? So they stopped looking at fan reactions now. I guess. Except in the case of Briarlight, which whatever. So HarperCollins is like, people think Firestar is old and he's been around too long, so we're going to kill him off now. People don't like Ferncloud being around because she's a woman and she's just sitting in there making babies, so we're going to kill her off now. Spotted Leaf's in StarClan, and at some point Sandstorm's going to be in StarClan. We can't do that. We're killing Spotted Leaf now. And I feel like a lot of the decisions in The Fourth Apprentice was just purely based on, like, those fan things. Oh no! Aaron, where is it? Where are you gonna post it? Vic, you're right. You're right, Vic. Mapleshade should have targeted Misty Star. You're so right. Oh my gosh. You're so right. Wow. Misty Foot could have died. That would have been so interesting. But HarperCollins doesn't have the balls to connect a super edition to a main series book. Or at least they didn't. They didn't then. So, no. Also, I agree. I just want Spotted Leaf to have therapy. I just want Spotted Leaf to have a help. And, now she's in the void. 1 second. My laptop died, and that's how I'm reading the chat. Give me a second. Under here. Yes. Uh-oh, where'd my pen go? There it is. Let's see, what are y'all talking about? Oh gosh. Okay. I'm ready. Aaron, I see you and I'm ready. I wanted Hawkfrost to lead the battalion of the Dark Forest. I wanted him to do that very badly. I have an AU where he does that and wins. And it's my most fun AU. It's a little convoluted, but I love it. It's my more convoluted AU. It's like Hawkfrost wins, and, you know, he does the thing. He actually kills Lionblaze, runs Dovewing out, and no, he kills Lionblaze. He gets Ivypool to run Dovewing out, even though Ivypool doesn't really want to. You know, she's in a desperate situation at this point because Hawkfrost is winning, so Ivypool runs Dovewing out instead of killing her, and Jayfeather is kept around. So Hawkfrost uses Jayfeather for, like, you know, Star Clan stuff and, you know, making sure no one's plotting against him because Jayfeather can sense emotions. So if Jayfeather hangs around, he can tell Hawkfrost if someone's getting antsy or if someone's plotting or if someone's dreaming about plotting and get them in trouble. And yeah, I just think that's fun. I think it's a fun little evil Hawkfrost dynamic that I want. Aaron, I'm on my way. Ooh! Can I retweet? Will it let me retweet? Aaron, I'm gonna read it after the stream. Is that okay? Oh no, and did all my music stop playing? Come back. Yes, play my music. Uh-oh. This first sentence. Ooh. Ooh. Be sure to put that in the Shrew Runner Discord. I think everyone would really appreciate that because we've been slow on the uptake. Let me see. Oof. Okay. Did I get the pink that I needed? I need it here. Oh, this is fine. Isn't it so cool? Isn't the AU so cool? I think it's super cool. I think it's a little lame. Like, I feel like unless I literally write about it, or unless I literally make a whole Tumblr account dedicated to it and explaining it, I can't get anyone to be on board with it like I can with the Shrewrunner AU, which is essentially just, you know, replace Brambleclaw, the AU. That's easier for people to digest. Uh-oh. Where is... There it is. Also, Vic, that guy... I didn't even realize how long I had him blocked. I had him blocked back in like 2018 because at some point he responded to me and Nat on some post that doesn't even exist anymore about me being a sheep or something. And I was like, I can't deal with you. Goodbye. So, you know, I'm not gonna mess with him, but a big F him. F that guy. Unfortunately, he's a kind of problem that can't be solved with like telling people, hey, leave this guy alone, because he's not known in the community and he makes his own fan base, so it just sucks. But there's no amount of calling him out is going to do anything, so I hope it just quiets down. I know I keep saying this, but especially if you're on Twitter, I highly recommend using the block list, like the furry block list and the deplorable block list, because they tend to weed out the assholes, the bad people pretty well. And I tend to not have too many issues anymore, especially people who look in the search looking for someone to fight, and which is how I'm pretty sure that guy found you, Vic. There's no way someone on his TL retweeted that and he didn't respond to the guy who retweeted that on his TL. I think he's reverse searching and constantly doing that for a fight, and I think that's because that's what his audience looks for. So Hip Milky? Vic! There's so many people! Hip Milky, yeah. That guy, no. I feel so bad about that one. I did what I could. You already know. You already know what the deal is. Luckily, I do need to check up with that person I talked to about him, but it's as under control as it can be. Yeah. Why are people doing that? I'm so frustrated. I guess that's not gonna work. Let's try a little quieter, like that. No. That's a good way to handle it, Ferris. Oh, I said this at the beginning of the stream, but a lot of you already know. So I am definitely moving to Tumblr for the most part in the next coming months. That move is going to be happening slowly but surely. I'm probably not going to be fully moved there until May 2020, which is when I graduate. But I'm going to start posting all my art there instead. I'm going to start posting all my art there instead. I'm going to be posting my, my regular daily post there too. So if that is something that y'all want to follow me with, you can, totally. I will not be moving again, hopefully, after this. Really? I didn't know that. I didn't know it deactivates your blockchain. That's helpful information. I mean, I didn't intend on deactivating anyways, but like, I've considered it before. That's helpful. Mars, I'm gonna miss you too. It's okay though. I'm not gonna. Here's the thing. I'm not gonna disappear from Twitter. Like, I don't think I could. But I'm gonna try and force myself to stop doing the whole pseudo activist and artist thing. I can't do both, and I don't want to do both anymore. I'm kind of tired. I've been doing this since I was a teenager, and people exhaust me. I feel like I deserve a break, and I want to just be able to focus on art. I don't want to have to be the black artist that constantly speaks out about things. Which I think is what people have come to expect from me, which is fine. It's just not what I want for myself anymore. I want to have fun when I'm on the internet, and that's the only motivation. Yes, you can. Please, by all means, show me everything, Aaron. But yeah. It is my hopes that I just get to rest. I want to go into the rest of my adulthood just vibing. I just want to vibe. I just honestly want to vibe. I have bad impulse control, so obviously, I'm gonna speak out when I feel like I need to. Participate where I think I'm needed. But, there are people already doing this. There are people doing it and they want to do it. Like, that's their brand. They are a competent artist and they want to speak out for people. And it's great. It's just, I'm tired. Yeah, Vic, I have been very concerned about the Minecraft YouTubers. Oh no. I think so. Here's my thing with Tumblr right now. The environment is pretty out of control. Like, the people who are on Tumblr have found the people that they want to sit around at this point, and they aren't changing that. I think at this point, people on Tumblr just kind of just mind their business for the most part because the website is zombieing. I'm very concerned that Tumblr might die soon, and I hope it doesn't because it's a really nice formatted website. But I feel like everyone's just trying to chill out. I've had a lot of mutuals who, like, when they're stressed out, they don't stay on Twitter. They go to Tumblr, and I think that's correct. I think that's warranted. So I just think that's where Tumblr is right now. But that means, you know, if you are in a community that's not super fantastic, it's gonna stay not fantastic, and you can't really change it. Which sucks, because I know on Twitter it's easier to do that. It's easier to make changes because, you know, there's a pressure to change the environment usually, but that is not the case with Tumblr right now. Maybe if more people start going back and it becomes like, you know, oh, this literally has to change or else all these people, or else the website's gonna die. I feel like that might change something. I don't know. I'm just guesstimating. Where was ableism? Was it on Twitter or Tumblr? Also, thank you guys. I love y'all. Part of my, a lot of my problem with Twitter, I mean, not my problem, like just me being there in general, I didn't want to leave because all my friends are there and I really love you guys. And, you know, despite how stressful it is, I genuinely enjoy, you know, talking to myself and talking to the void and y'all, like, hearing that and enjoying that. It's fun. But, yeah, it's gotten to the point where it's just not as worth it, like, just mentally. I have never been, you know, like, what am I saying? I have never gotten treatments and had, like, you know, actual coping mechanisms taught to me from like a therapist or something, and I'm hoping to get therapy in the next couple of years too, and I can't be around Twitter and getting therapy at the same time. That's not gonna help me at all. So I'm also preemptively planning for that. Also, I hope that it's okay that I talk about this. Like, I don't feel too bad about it, but I feel like some people get uncomfortable when you're overly casual about, like, your mental health out loud. I think it's a good thing to practice, but if it's something that bothers you, I'm sorry. Wow, I have just kind of been mindlessly working at this, but I'm very impressed with how it's looking right now. Yeah, Lilac. I've noticed that furry Twitter is trying to change a lot, and I really appreciate it, but I also can imagine it's stressful. Like, I think that comes with the territory. Like, when a community has collectively decided, okay, we're gonna make changes, everyone wants to make the changes a different way, but ultimately it always ends up being a war front. It always ends up being stressful because there's fighting all the time, and you're trying to push people out who shouldn't be there, and, you know, it's just stressful. I get it. I think it's a good thing the furry fandom is doing that because You know, I haven't wanted to be part of the fairy fandom because of a lot of its issues for a long time. So I appreciate it, but I do totally get why it's just like probably getting to be too much. Like you're like, I just want to come on and have a good time. But everyone's fighting, and I can't. Thank you, Aaron. Vic, your therapist? I wish... See, here's the thing. I think people can tell people, hey, exercise and going outside is good in a better way than how they do it. And your therapist is wrong. Playing Minecraft is something that makes you happy. So it is a good coping mechanism. However, going outside when you don't want to is not a good coping mechanism. It's not going to help you if it doesn't help you. Period. So I wish therapists took that into account, but they don't. So whatever. What I do think though, it's good to get an activity that involves going outside within your schedule. Like you should do both. That's in my opinion. I only say that because it's just good for you, and not being sat up in front of a computer all day, it just feels nice. Like, I don't know how else to put it, but I'll sit in front of a screen all day. It's my work. It's where all my friends are. It's literally, I wake up and my face is in front of a screen. It's a lot. And it's my day to day. And it's gotten to a point where it's consistent. However, when I take walks outside, I like sports. So if I go play softball, I have fun. If I go to the park across the street and I just sit on the swings for a bit, and maybe I have my phone with me and I'm outside and I'm on my phone, those kinds of things, they're just comfortable. And it helps you get moving. It helps you like just reconvene with the world around you. So I think it's good. I think you can have both. Yeah. And some people have a hard time going outside. So I would never, like, if you have a hard time going outside, I would never say, hey, even though this is a thing that makes you sick, just do it. But it can work. That's what I'll say. I'll say it's something that just is nice. I don't know how to explain it. You'd have to try it. Ooh, I will share that on Tumblr soon. Aaron, I'm so sorry. I'm like literally working on this art kind of too much, but I'm on my way. That's probably not what I should be doing. I'm fixing the hue and saturation on these colors as much as I can. Nope. Perfect. Okay. I think I'm gonna throw a pink overlay on it. Don't know if I should, but I'm going to anyways because of course I am. Ooh. That kind of helped. For those of you who weren't here when I was talking about it, I don't know how many of you weren't here. There's like 11 of you in here right now. But here's what's gonna happen. So, because of an idea I got from my cousin, she teaches, and she said that, you know, when she's not teaching, what she usually does is show her kids how to draw videos. And I was like, ooh, I can do that for you. So I'm gonna start making how to draw videos. Not specifically for her yet. I'm just gonna make how to draw videos for warrior cats. So I'm gonna start off with how to draw Firestar and how to draw Graystripe, and it's obviously gonna be in my style, but they're gonna be simple how-tos. I'm gonna do that. But then hopefully, you know, I'm gonna start branching out into other things, just for the general public, despite being a warrior cats channel. And I'm also going to try to host polls because people want me to draw more ship art. So what I'm going to do is hold polls for ships I feel like drawing, probably, or ships people I know, or ships I know people like. And then I'm going to ask people what they want me to draw. And then I'm just going to speed paint that and then post it. Also, the fun thing about the how to draw videos is I'm gonna add a little segment. I'm saying this now because I feel like, unless I'm gonna say it in the video, but because my subscriber count is not everyone on my subscriber count is as active as they would be, it's not gonna be as obvious. But in the videos, at the end of all the videos, I'm gonna say like, hey, if you use my tutorial to draw XYZ, email it to me. And I'm gonna, you know, promote it on the next video. So, you know, I'm gonna say how to draw Firestar, and then those tutorials are gonna go through. And then I'm gonna say, you know, if you draw Firestar the way I draw Firestar, if you add markings to him, or if you do something different, or you like put your own spin on it or whatever, I will post it. And so in the next video, you know, when I'm saying, last video we talked about how to draw Firestar, there's gonna be showcases of the art that I was sent on that video. And then the next one will start, and then I will do it again. That is the plan. When I do that, I might change up how I do it over time because I'm new to this, but I miss that. I miss that. When I was in school, magazines and television shows would be like, you know, if you draw this thing, we're gonna share it. And you could get your art in the newspaper, in the magazines, on an episode of a TV show, and it felt good. So I think I want to do that for everyone, you know? Obviously people who draw better than me are not going to use my tutorial, but maybe they'll get a joy out of it. I don't know. I would like to try it. Ooh, wait a minute. Oh, that's not gonna do what I want it to do, but it looks cool. I have a better idea. Come down, come down, come down. Oh no. Come here. Come here. Come here. Oh, I know what's wrong. Okay, where's Jet? There he is. Come up here. Yes, that's exactly it. Okay. Yes, okay. I hope so. It's something I think a lot of people would really enjoy, so I want to do it. Ooh, that's interesting effect, but not what I need. Oh, that's problematic. Ooh. Ugh, that's problematic too. Color. That's interesting, but not right. I hope y'all think it's helpful. I'm still, you know, my art style is still a work in progress. I'm still learning. So I don't think I'm the best person to be doing this, but I feel like my art style is simple. I think that's a good thing. My art style is simple, so I would like to share that. Tia, thank you. If I have to thank my graphic design major for anything, it's making this a skill set. Like, otherwise I would not be doing it. Now it's time to shade it though. Oh, good night, Mars. Thank you for coming. You know what? Y'all always ask me the questions. Let me ask a question. Have any of you watched the new Steven Universe feature? And how do you feel? I want to know. I have my own feelings, but I want to know y'all's feelings. 'Cause my feelings are complicated. Uh-oh, wait a minute. Ferris, how do you feel about spoilers before we continue? Well, I want to make sure that we aren't spoiling you. Okay, guys, we will not spoil Ferris. We will wait to have this conversation. But I'm glad that it sounds like a lot of you have seen it and liked it. I genuinely am glad. Steven Universe Depression. Has anyone, so I haven't finished it yet, but has anyone here finished and liked Infinity Train? Because I've heard it's good. Obviously it's good. Everyone says it's good. But I just want to know, you know, how y'all feel about it. Edit. Q. Infinity Train? That new Cartoon Network show about the girl on the train. Is season 2 out? I didn't know season 2 was out yet. I know it's coming. There we go, that's perfect. Okay. I'm gonna shade Jet now. The big Jet. Where is he? There he is. Hi, Shadow Flame. I don't know why I keep calling you like, you have two very cool usernames. Like, Shadow Flame and Fire Feather are both really awesome. Are you asking me how to shade? Because I feel like I'm bad at shading. Honestly, I'm so bad at it. But if you think I'm good, I'll tell you that I do cell shading, which is essentially just color blocking. Everywhere I think there needs to be a shadow. It's how animes shade. And is honestly, it doesn't look as, I wish I could paint shade. I wish I could shade like I'm painting, but I can't. So I'm stuck like this. But think of an anime and think about how their shadows are just shapes in weird corners, like under the neck and behind the ears and around the face. And that's where they keep all the shades. And that's where you shade. That's where it goes. That's how I've been doing it. Oh boy. This is not looking good on his fur at all. I'm gonna have to change that shade. Thank you, Caleb. One of my side plans was to become a teacher because I know I can do it. I know you want to do teaching too. It's just nice. It's just nice. So I know a lot of people want to know how I draw and what I do, and I have no problem explaining my process. It's what I do here. Hi, Dino! It's totally okay. This was a surprise stream. I'm kind of doing this just because I needed to be held accountable for the art that I'm doing. So I'm finishing up a commission right now. Before I drew Half Moon, which I have to remember to post. I totally forgot I drew her. See, I always overdo it with paint shading. Like, I'm always like, I just gotta... Because I used to be a traditional artist, and I like to... When I was doing traditional art, I used to really like making my traditional art look as digital as possible, so people could be like, whoa, did you do that on paper or on the computer? So I always overdid it on paper, but once I finally got the tablet that I needed and I didn't have to overdo it anymore, I was at a loss. I was like... So I don't have to crazy shade anymore. It's not necessary. So I can't do paint shading. I can only cell shade. To me it's the easiest way, and mostly because all I have to focus on is, you know, where the darkness has to be. Like, you know, obviously there's going to be shading under the neck. So there's going to be shading under the neck. Obviously, you know, there's usually shading under the eyelids. So I do a line of shading right under the eyelids. If someone's ears are drawn back, there's going to be shading behind the ears. Things like that. And then little anime things, like, you know, when someone is nervous, there's shading surrounding their face. That's how I handle shading, at least. It's how I've adapted after the switch. Dino, you weren't here for it, but I said I was going to make how to draw videos. Just, you know, how to draw WordCats videos, like how to draw Firestar, how to draw Graystripe. I'm going to take requests, so like by the time I'm done with all the first series cats, I'm going to be like, which cat do you want to see drawn? So... there's going to be a how to draw Bluestar, how to draw Crowfeather. And at the end of each how to draw video, I'm going to give everyone a chance to use the tutorial to be promoted in the next video. So like if you draw, you know, if you draw Firestar using my tutorial and you add your own design, then it can be shown in the next video. I'm considering letting people use my tutorial videos for their OCs. So like if you use my Firestar video to draw your OC, I might share that. But that might have to be at the end of the video instead. Like, you know, here's some other ones. But yeah, that's the plan. I really want to do Needletail. I have ever since I worked on Unraveled, I can't not see Needletail as purple. Needletail is purple. I know she's gray. I know she's a green-gray girl, but I can't get that purple out of my mind. So I have such a good purple and green design in my head for her that I would love to draw her. I need to. How interested are you guys in seeing me do the typography for this? It's basically font art. It's what I do when I have to put text in something. You know how my posters have, you know, the big text or the name of the MAP on there. Are y'all interested in seeing that? Because if not, I will do that later. Okay. I'll render this and then I'm going to move to Adobe Illustrator where I do that. Let me clean this up though. Clean up where I can. I think I want branches kind of going around him too, so he kind of looks trapped. So let me do that. Where are those? There they are. Ugh, wait. There we go. That's not working like I thought it was gonna work. Let me see. Give me that. There we go. Oh, it's not a problem at all. I will link you. So Yippee Yaps made an AMV to the song Pink Stallion for their OCs, and it's really great. It's one of my favorite videos, and it's a shame it only has like 600 views because it deserves way more. So let me link it real quick. Y'all gonna hear that late, but I'll have already linked the video. But there it is. It is fantastic. I love these characters so much, and I'm super excited I got to make a poster for them because I had actually watched the AMV beforehand, before getting the commission, and I was like, I know these characters, and it's really great. Okay. So now we're going to do the font art. I'm going to take it into Adobe Illustrator and oops, version 1 rendered. Also, I just want to show you guys the other poster options because they just look really cool. So what I do with poster commissions is I usually ask the person beforehand, you know, I make several versions of the poster and I ask them which one they like. So, you know, this is the one they ultimately went with. This is the one they like the most. But there was also this, where it's like more character focused. So Jet kind of taking up most of the space, and the branches are wrapped around them, but also kind of keeping them apart. That's the symbolism I was going for that one. And then there was also this one. The text would be on the train tracks. There's a clear separation. More emphasis on clouds instead of trees for this one. And the mom is up here and Jet's down here. I really like this one. Just because I referenced the Fox and the Hound for the train tracks. So this is the other one. But what I usually do for the poster commissions is I give them all 3 of these versions. They tell me which one they like, and then I finally render the last final good one. And so that's where we are right now. So let me see if I can get Illustrator to work with OBS, because last time I tried and it didn't really work. Also, thank y'all for the compliments on the perspective. I thought so too. It's only that nice because I used a reference. Use references, it's okay. Obligatory references are good for you and you can learn a lot from them. Yay. I think the reason Yippee Apps chose the first one is because it shows the relationships of the characters a lot more, and it's a lot more obvious. Also, it kind of looks like it connects directly with the AMV itself in a scene in the AMV. So I think that's why. Okay, Adobe Illustrator, you have got to open. I'm in the process of getting this open right now. But, yeah. This is where we are. Okay, I'm gonna try and switch it to Adobe Illustrator. If it doesn't work, then I'll come back to Clip Studio. But it should be fine. I can't imagine why it wouldn't be. Other than the fact Adobe programs suck on my computer. Okay, open. Let me see. Please work. Commissions, posters. There we go. I can see Illustrator is showing the file open stuff. So we're gonna see if it actually opens the file on the screen. Give me like a minute. It's it's working on it. Ooh, did it do it? Ooh, it did it. Oh yeah. Okay. So this is Adobe Illustrator if you've never seen it before. And people usually use it for logos and text and stuff. I have learned this program against my will, so it's the only it's the only reason I'm good at it. Where are my layers? window. Can I see my layers, please? There we go. Okay, so this process is a little more niche because it's graphic design. So I have to pick a good font. So Pink Stallion, that's the name of the thing. And the text needs to be huge. We're gonna put it up to maybe 100. We're gonna, no, a little bigger. 150. Okay. I'm gonna center it. And I have to pick a font. I like this one, but I use it a lot. First, let me make this smaller. 100. Oh, geez. Ugh! That's why I hate this one. For some reason, there's a letter missing from it, and it just does not work. So we're gonna use a different one. I think I want to use a handwritten font for this, just because I think it suits. It kind of feels messy. I can use one that's a little more... Ooh. I actually don't mind this. I don't mind this. Just maybe make it bigger. And make this bigger. So you learn in graphic design that you really shouldn't center text. So I'm going to fix that because I shouldn't be doing this. So you should never center text in graphic design. But you can make text fit each other without centering. So like that, basically. And then I can bring this up so that it's kind of touching. And then you have something like this. This looks nice, but I don't think it suits what I want to do that much. Let me see. Uh-oh. See, it's not vibrant enough, so I'm just gonna put that to the side because I don't like it. It's fine, but I don't like it as much as I thought I was going to. So we're gonna try something else. I don't know if y'all have knowledge about this, but if there's a font that you think would look good, like if you think a handwritten font would look good, or a longer font, or, you know, just not that, I will listen. Ooh, this might be perfect. Oh, yes. Let me see. So let me make this. See, and the reason I asked initially, like, is this something you're okay watching? It's because I find this process kind of boring. Some people are like really into it. They're like, ah, yeah, fonts. But I'm always just kind of like, I don't want to watch you do this, man. I have no interest in watching you do this. Please do. I actually really love doing posters. Typography isn't my strong suit either, at all. But I think I have the skill set to where it's like not terrible. Like I could be worse. Oh boy. And bring that up some more. This probably needs to be bolder. I don't know. Let's see. Pink Stallion. I like this. I think this looks good. And then obviously pink will be pink, and Stallion, I don't know, I need to rewatch the AMV, but I think Stallion refers to Starshine, like Starshine is the stallion, but I can't really use white. It won't look good. So I'm gonna have to figure out how, I mean, see, that's too much of Jet's color. Oh, you know what I can do? People hate it when I do this, but okay, Stallion, and then I'm gonna get that pink, and let's see what happens when I do this. Okay. I could leave it black. I have no problems leaving it black. I just feel like Stallion refers to Starshine. And that's the kind of symbolism I want to keep in mind. Like, if it's referring to Starshine, then I want the text to reflect that. Okay, let me make sure that's all the text that they wanted, because I feel like I need to put, like, you know, by XYZ. Okay, no, that's all they wanted. Okay, so I can leave it here. You just notice how much it, like, just makes everything pop. It's just great. I think what I want to do is add a border. Don't know if that's a good idea, but I'm gonna try it anyways. Let's see, do that. Cancel. I probably need to do this in Clip Studio instead, but I think that's cute. I'll just have two versions. I think this is cute. I'm so glad y'all like it. That means I hope Yippee likes it, because, you know, it's been a minute. I feel bad that it's been a minute, but it's been on my mind. Finishing this has just been so big on my mind. Where is my where is it? There we go. Let me bring this down some. Okay, let me bring that up some. I'm gonna do this in Clip Studio because I can tell if it's equal there more. Delete. Okay, file, export as version 1 rendered 2. Use artboards. Ferris, thank you. My advice about, like, graphic design in general, I'm in the major because it's the most profitable art major you can have. And most jobs, like, even if you want to do something as make a logo, or just work for people like the newspaper, someone who makes posters, they usually require that you have a degree in like I don't know, 3 to 4 years of experience in graphic design, which is kind of ridiculous, but okay, whatever. Um, so I took the major because I was like, I want to have this skill set in case I just need a job, you know? And I think that was a good decision because ultimately I'm going to be able to get an art job anywhere, regardless. Even if I can't get into animation, even if I can't get into illustration and children's book illustration, I will be able to get an art job because I have a valued skill set. And I genuinely think, you know, if you have doubts about your art skills, but you want to go into animation, or, you know, you're at a school and they don't offer animation stuff, take graphic design because it'll just be good for you. I wouldn't say, you know, if you're super unconfident but you really want to go into animation, don't go into animation because I think you should. I think that's a good idea. But I think overall it's if you're concerned about how much money you're gonna make at all, then that might be good for you. Also, Tia, thank you. I'm so glad. I'm gonna add one more thing. Don't know if it's gonna look okay, but I'm gonna see. Ooh, wait a minute. Instead of doing both, let me just... That's too small. Okay. And keep original image, flip it around. Nice. Okay. Don't keep the original image. Just move it over some. Okay. I feel like that should be longer. I have a feeling I'm gonna end it soon. After this, I'm gonna go back to doing more warm-ups. I'm honestly waiting for my girlfriend to come back home. Obviously, I hope I'm not in here the whole time, but you know, I might be here, I might not be, but it is getting late, so I have a high suspicion I won't be. But that doesn't mean I won't stream again. Okay, I think this might be good. I think I want to put a texture on it, but I don't think I should. I'm going to anyways, just to see, because I have no self-control. Please, please don't be bad. Please, please. Please, please. Yes, apply transform. Is the stream frozen? I'm looking at the screen and it doesn't look like I'm moving. Oh, you know what? You know what the problem is? I haven't switched it back yet. Oh, I'm so stupid. Okay, hold on. Switch back to Clip Studio, please. Okay, I am so sorry. I just threw a texture onto this. I love it. Oh no, it looks good, but it's too bright. We're gonna have to fix it. Early editing layer. And do that. Is that helping me? I don't think this is helping me. Uh-oh. Here. Oh no, it looks good, but if I have it on all the way, it looks bad. Maybe I can change this? Ooh, there we go. There we go. Let me see. Oh yes, that's texture staying on. What happens if I leave the overlay on? Not a huge difference. Caleb, I'm so glad. I always feel so, like, not helpful. I'm just sitting here drawing, and I'm like, are people even really liking this? And I'm glad y'all do. You know what? Maybe it's just better like that. I think I can call this done. Yeah. And I have a version without the border too. Pink Stallion Tweet. Yes. And then take that off. I have more commissions. This one was just the hardest one. It was the longest one that I was gonna have to do. So I'm just glad I got this done. I'm gonna go ahead and start posting them. I'm gonna go ahead and post Half Moon and this. If y'all want to lurk over Twitter while I do that, you may. Hold on, did someone draw Half Moon? Ferris, did you draw Half Moon? She... Oh my gosh. I have to post on the other account. I'm so glad. What the heck? She's so pretty. Thank you, Ferris. Okay, So I'm going to post the half moon first. Caleb, it's so okay. I'm sorry I keep responding late. It's not me, it's the stream. But I'm really glad. I used to live in Georgia too. I was born in Texas, but then I moved to Georgia and then I came back to Texas. You're gonna find more friends. Moving is always hard, but you're gonna find more people, I promise. There's people all over the place. Oh, half moon, where are you? A, B, C, D, E, F, G. There she is. And then Pink Stallion. After this post, cancel. Nice. Okay. So I'm posting my art on Tabris Art instead of Celestial Tabris. Obviously, I'm going to retweet there, but you know, I said I was going to start posting there, so that's what's happening right now. At some point, so I've been working on a redesign for Tabris, and I'm not quite sure where to go with it. Like, I know what I want to do to her face, but I don't know what I want to do to her body. I don't want to change her too much. I just want her to be different. Because we're going into 2020, and I want her to be a different person. Okay. And tweet both. Nice. Okay, both pieces of art are up. I'm gonna go retweet it right now. Give who a coat? Gracie, what are you doing? My cat is just sitting on the tip of my chair behind me. Oh, Tabris! Give Tabris a coat! I'm so stupid. I'm so not smart. Yes, give Tabris a coat. See, and you're gonna tell me really soon, it's gonna sound like I just heard you, but I didn't. I'm literally just that stupid and that behind. Nice, nice, nice. I do kind of want to give her a coat. I want to give her clothes. Okay. So, I don't want to wait until my hand starts hurting for me to stop. And it's getting late. So I think I'm gonna stop because I finished a commission and a piece of art. So I think I'm just gonna post those and call it a night, and then come back later. I'm not gonna set up a time because unexpected things have been happening. My family will come and get me, or something will happen out of nowhere. So I don't know what's gonna go on. I'm probably gonna end up doing another surprise stream until I can get a schedule down. Regardless, I'm so glad y'all came. I have fun. I always love doing these. I love talking to y'all. So thank you. I'll try to do this soon. Hopefully tomorrow. I kind of want to stream tomorrow, so that's the plan. Yeah. I hope y'all have a good night. I will see y'all on Twitter or Tumblr or wherever y'all go. I know Aaron's gone, but I'm about to go read their fic. And yeah. I love y'all, and good night. Ooh, what do I turn off?